Two-Face, Harvey Dent. Can we tend to the part of you that knows? The part that knew the Joker was a threat. The part that was rooting for him to be locked away. The part that felt the sting of betrayal when one of their own, Rachel, was taken from them. The part that knows this isn't about you. This is about what's right. Let's rewind. 10 years after its release, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight is still hailed as one of the greatest superhero films ever made. It's a masterpiece that transcends its genre, a dark, complex, and thrilling crime epic that explores the very nature of heroism, chaos, and the fine line between order and anarchy. It's not just a comic book movie. It's a powerful piece of cinema that continues to resonate with audiences today. Our story begins with a meticulously planned bank heist. A crew of masked criminals, each with a specific task, executes the robbery with cold precision. But there's a twist. One by one, they eliminate each other, following the orders of an unseen mastermind. The last man standing removes his mask to reveal a chilling, scarred grin. This is our introduction to the Joker, a new breed of criminal. One who isn't motivated by money, but by a desire to watch the world burn. He steals the mob's money, but his real goal is far more sinister: to plunge Gotham City into chaos and prove that everyone, even its shining beacon of hope, can be corrupted. Meanwhile, Gotham is experiencing a period of relative peace thanks to the combined efforts of Batman, Lieutenant Jim Gordon, and the new, charismatic district attorney, Harvey Dent. Dent is Gotham's White Knight, a fearless prosecutor who is successfully taking down the city's organized crime families. He's the public face of justice, the hero who can work within the system, unlike the vigilante Batman. There's a tangible sense of hope in the air. Bruce Wayne, seeing Dent's success, believes he might finally be able to hang up the cowl and live a normal life with Rachel Dawes, his childhood friend and the love of his life, who is now dating Harvey. But the Joker's arrival shatters this fragile peace. He crashes a meeting of Gotham's mob bosses, offering them a simple proposition: kill the Batman. In return, he'll give them half of all their money. The mob, desperate and cornered by Dent's legal assault, reluctantly agrees. The Joker unleashes a wave of terror upon the city. He publicly announces that people will die each day until Batman reveals his true identity. And he makes good on his promise. He targets public officials, sowing fear and paranoia. The city that was on the verge of salvation is now gripped by panic. The Joker's methods are unpredictable, his motives seemingly non-existent beyond a love for anarchy. He's not just a criminal. He's an agent of chaos. This forces Bruce Wayne into an impossible position. Does he unmask himself to stop the killing, thereby destroying the symbol of hope he has created and endangering his loved ones? Or does he continue to fight as Batman, knowing that his very existence is what fuels the Joker's rampage? This internal conflict is at the heart of the film. Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker is nothing short of iconic. It's a performance that is both terrifying and magnetic. He completely disappears into the role, creating a character who is pure, unadulterated chaos. His physicality, his voice, his every tic and mannerism, it all combines to create one of cinema's greatest villains. He's not just a foil for Batman. He's a philosophical opponent who challenges everything Batman stands for. As the body count rises, the pressure on Batman mounts. During a public fundraiser for Harvey Dent, the Joker and his goons attack, searching for Harvey. Bruce, acting quickly, hides Dent and confronts the Joker as Batman. The ensuing fight is brutal, but it's the psychological warfare that truly defines their conflict. The Joker seems to read Batman's every move, his every fear. He's not interested in killing Batman. He's interested in breaking him, in proving that his moral code is a joke in a world without rules. The only sensible way to live in this world is without rules, he taunts. The Joker then sets his sights on Harvey Dent and Rachel Dawes. He kidnaps them both, holding them in separate locations rigged with explosives. He gives Batman a choice: save one and only one. The Joker tells Batman where Rachel is and tells Gordon where Harvey is, but he cruelly swaps the addresses. Batman, believing he is racing to save Rachel, arrives to find a distraught Harvey Dent. Gordon arrives too late to save Rachel. The explosion kills her and horribly disfigures Harvey, burning the left side of his face. This is the turning point of the film. Rachel's death is a devastating blow to both Bruce and Harvey. For Bruce, it's the loss of his last hope for a normal life. For Harvey, it's the loss of everything he held dear. In the hospital, his face half scarred, Harvey is consumed by grief and a thirst for revenge. The Joker visits him, not to gloat, but to whisper poison in his ear. He convinces Harvey that the system they believed in, the law, fairness, justice, is a lie. He argues that the only true justice is chance, a coin toss. He hands Harvey a gun and lets the coin decide his fate. Harvey, broken and twisted, embraces this new philosophy. Gotham's White Knight is gone, replaced by the vengeful vigilante Two-Face. Two-Face begins his rampage, hunting down and executing the people he holds responsible for Rachel's death, both corrupt cops and mobsters, letting his two-headed coin decide their fate. He becomes a symbol of the city's fallen hope, the living proof of the Joker's twisted philosophy that even the best of us can fall. The Joker's final act is his grandest social experiment. He rigs two ferries, one filled with ordinary citizens, the other with prisoners with explosives. He gives the detonator for each boat to the passengers of the other. At midnight, he will blow both boats up unless one group decides to blow up the other first. It's a sick game designed to prove his ultimate point, that when the chips are down, people are inherently selfish and will turn on each other to survive. This is the film's climactic moral test. As the deadline approaches, the tension on both ferries is unbearable. The citizens debate, their fear battling with their conscience. The prisoners, led by a surprisingly stoic inmate, hand over their detonator. On the civilian ferry, a man steels himself to press the button, but he can't do it. Neither group gives in to the chaos. The Joker's experiment fails. In a moment of profound hope, the people of Gotham choose to believe in each other. While the city holds its breath, Batman tracks the Joker to a high-rise building. Their final confrontation is both a physical and ideological battle. As Batman finally apprehends the Joker, the villain laughs, revealing his true victory. "I took Gotham's White Knight and I brought him down to our level," he cackles. Madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes is a little push. Batman finds Two-Face holding Gordon's family hostage at the very site where Rachel died. Harvey blames Gordon for not protecting Rachel and plans to kill his son, letting the coin decide the boy's fate. To save the child and preserve Harvey's heroic image, Batman tackles him off the building and they both fall. Batman survives, but Harvey Dent is dead. In the aftermath, Batman and Gordon stand over Harvey's body. They know that if the truth about Harvey's transformation into Two-Face gets out, the city will lose all hope. The criminals he put away could be released, and the Joker would have won. In a moment of ultimate sacrifice, Batman decides to take the blame for Harvey's crimes. He asks Gordon to hunt him, to turn him into an outcast. "You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain," Harvey had said. Batman chooses to become the villain to preserve the hero. He becomes the Dark Knight, a watchful protector, a silent guardian, hunted and reviled, but always there. The Dark Knight is more than just a movie. It's a reflection on our own society, a timeless examination of order versus chaos, hope versus despair. It asks difficult questions and doesn't offer easy answers. It's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll, a true cinematic triumph. That's why, even today, it stands as a towering achievement in filmmaking. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more content just like this. See you next time.